Hello.
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 Bonjour. Bonjour. Ciao.
Bonjour.
Ciao. Hi.
Good evening, Comandante.
Okay. Actually, it's mid-afternoon here on the station, but I think what time is it over there for you guys?
9:50.
It's 9:15 in the evening.
Oh, then good evening. I hope you guys had dinner.
Yeah, we already had.
Pizza.
Just pizza tonight.
Yeah, I haven't had pizza night. Wow, I haven't had pizza in a while. We have tortillas.
Yeah.
We have tortillas on the space station, but no pizza.
Now we have a cook, so we can eat pizza when we want.
Oh, I can. I can show you the cook too. You're looking at it. The six or more. We cook our own food.
Our cook is white, as you see. Okay.
So, welcome aboard the International Space Station.
Yeah, you're welcome in Concordia Station, and we are in the middle of the Antarctic on the plateau. First of all, we want to know if we can use our images to make some publicity, because everyone here is so excited about it, and we want to share with our friends.
You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna take 1 second to take this sweater off, because I put it on because I wanted to match you guys. I thought that you guys would be cold, but I'm really hot right now. So I'm gonna take this sweater off.
Yeah, here is minus 80. Everything, yeah, everything is flying down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually here is minus 70 outside, so it's not the same of inside, because inside we are 20 degree, but outside is minus 70.
Outside there.
Well, it's colder out here.
Yeah, I know.
Outside, so.
I know exactly.
So I had a plan to give you a tour of the space station.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, would be perfect.
okay, there is a delay between your voice and the video. So I think that what I see comes about 7-8 seconds after what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, but we are your video and your voice is perfect for us. So
Okay, well that's great. So I'm going to put this sweater right here. Hopefully I will remember. I keep losing stuff because I put stuff everywhere and then I forget.
you don't have to forget. You can come back to get it.
Now, yeah, I will. So this is Kibo. It's the Japanese module. Has any of you, have you ever seen the space station?
From the Soyuz simulator.
No, we have a Soyuz simulator here because there is a doctor from ESA, and we try to make the docking, but it's just a simulator.
Okay, so I actually talked to Concordia 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But if you guys have never been, I'll just quickly show you where I am, and then move around, show you all the space station. And so this is Kibo. It's the Japanese module. There is an airlock right behind me. We have the what can we call it? And it's just a small place where we store storage area, and then we continue inside Kibo. It's one of the largest modules. It's really cool, actually. And it's cool and quiet and really big. And until last week, so this is note 2 now. Until last week, right here behind me, below on the deck, we had Dragon. We released it on Tuesday. So now it's just a docking port.
Okay.
Here's a good spot to leave my sweater. So now we are in Node 2. Node 2 is kind of cool because it's both a working area. So we have tables where we do work and stuff, but it's also where we sleep.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, you were saying something, but I missed it because I keep talking all the time.
Google.
No, the problem is that we are really surprised about the space. You don't have enough space to do your job. For us, it's not natural because here we have lots of space. So.
No, yeah. It's funny what you just said because we are in space, but we do not have space.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm going to show you my bedroom. This one should not go online because it's kind of private, but for you, I'll do an exception. So right here, this is my bedroom, my office. So this is my sleeping bag. So basically at night, I slide myself in there and I kind of float inside the sleeping bag. The sleeping bag is also floating inside. And then that's where I have, my computer, my picture, my some private area. Oh, here's Christina.
Ciao.
She's a veteran of. You say ciao.
Ciao. Yes. Full winter over.
She's a veteran of winter over in the South Pole, so she's been to Antarctica before.
Oh, perfect. So she knows.
Yeah. Yeah, she knows everything there is to know. So that was my room, and as you can see, here's mine. It's on the side, so I sleep standing up.
Yeah.
And then there are 4 in this area, including Christina's that sleeps on the overhead. And now I'm going to take you into Columbus. So this is Columbus, the European module. And as you can see, everything is kind of messy on the space station because, like we said, there isn't a lot of space and most of the experiments are modular. So we install things and then we have to set up all the cabling for electricity, power, data. And so there are cables everywhere. It's amazing that we don't get wrapped into the cables like victims of Spider-Man. Everywhere we turn, there are cables, cameras. So it'll be like being on the Big Brother, and everywhere it's either storage. What did you see?
Cables. Cables everywhere.
Yeah.
But our astronomer would like to see Theodore if it's possible.
We're gonna go out the door. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
So, and then you see lots of bags everywhere. There's a lot of storage, and we just don't have a lot of space to put it. So everywhere, any of the white stuff you see, it's actually bags containing material that goes down, that came up, containing our clothes, our food, more experiment, more things, and everything that we need to live in space. So now we're going into the lab. So this is the lab. By the way, I'm going aft. So the space station flies in that direction. So 28,000 kilometers an hour that way, and I'm going backwards towards the American segment. So this is the lab. As you can see, this is the second biggest module. We have this is the heart. Really the heart and the brain of the space station. Most of the systems that keep us alive are in here. We have cooling system, we have a computer system, all the GPS, all the guidance, it's all right here. This is our bicycle. As you can see, it's got pedals, but it doesn't have neither seats nor handles. It doesn't have a seat or a handle because we don't need it in orbit, obviously. We just float and we pedal while we're floating, and it's really good for our heart and our leg muscles.
Absolutely.
So yeah, yes, it is.
So I want them to know they're famous for having the best food in all of Antarctica.
So Christina is saying that you guys are famous for having the best food in Antarctica.
Yes. Palmer always say that. Even in the Lonely Planet Guide for Antarctica.
They say it's on the lonely planet of Antarctica.
I'm not surprised.
So what the image that you see is about 2 minutes late.
Okay.
So they hear us real time and real time, but we get the image. So
awesome.
any joke you say, they laugh like 5 minutes later.
Awesome. Thanks, Luca.
So I'm relying on your voices because the sound comes back correctly, but the video doesn't. So if I look at your faces, you guys are all very serious and bored.
Believe that we're laughing at every single one of your jokes. Don't worry. And you only hear one of us at a time because you have a microphone.
This is Drew.
Okay.
So, this is Drew. They're saying hi.
Hi.
This is Concordia. It's a French-Italian base in Antarctica.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. they make very good drinks on ice.
Yeah.
Cool and cold.
Yeah. You have lots of ice, I suppose. Okay, now this is node 1. we don't have any. This is node 1. Node 1 is where we have our canteen right there. It's where we make our food. I'm going to show you how we make some food. This is also where we have our food containers. So inside here, these food containers we have, and if you probably have been camping before and eaten those very incredible camping food. It looks a lot like that. Yeah. And hey, Drew, did you already have lunch? Are you making any food? You have any of the hydratable that you're gonna make?
I have made already. It's not
So here's Drew's mashed potatoes.
Oh wow. Looks delicious.
It looks like mashed potatoes. Yeah, it doesn't taste like anything really. Hey Drew. It's like the Matrix. If you ever seen the movie The Matrix,
Sure, yeah.
when they eat the slob, but yeah, and they say that everything tastes like chicken because chicken doesn't taste like anything. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
So here, so we drink out of these bags because obviously we don't have glasses or caps that we can drink out of. But so we have these little bags, and we squeeze water or juice out of here. So this is a what is it? Some tropical drink. Excuse me.
You faites comment pour le dire?
So everything floats, including drinks. That's why. That's why we have to suck it out like some insect, and then we can catch it. And now I'm going to take you to a very cool place, I think, which is the other airlock, the real airlock, the one where we do EVAs out of. So I love this place. This is where we keep our spacesuits. So here are our spacesuits for EVAs, and right now they are deconfigured because we don't have an EVA going on, so that they're missing gloves. Everything is up here. So you're probably familiar with the helmet.
Yeah.
So when we go outside, you guys wear coats and jackets. We have to wear these spacesuits that kind of look like a fridge or a dishwasher, and we get stuck inside a dishwasher for a couple of hours. So it comes with a helmet. There's a and pants and these are all standard size. So we can change the size a little bit. We can make the arms longer or shorter. We can make the legs shorter or longer. But the hard torso, it comes in 3 sizes. It's either small, medium, or large. And so you kind of have to fit inside and make sure that you can move. And the only thing that is kind of more personal is the gloves. The gloves are personalized because they are pressurized at 4.3 psi. So every time we want to grab something, it's like squeezing a tennis ball. And so in order to be able to work, it has to be as snug as possible so that we can work. And remember, we have to hold on to the space station or to stop all the time. So we are stuck inside one of the dishwasher for about 6.5, 7 hours.
Wow.
And so it's really hard for us to, your hands get really tired. I'm gonna show you one of the gloves.
I guess you don't have the
find
problem
one
of your
here.
mask fogging up like we have.
No, we don't. So let's see. Sorry, no gloves for you. Oops.
When you get dressed, do you have to
Sorry about
have
that.
2 people, like another person to help you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost impossible to get dressed by yourself. It can be done, but it would be really hard and it would take a long time. So when we do it and we actually have to get out, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to have somebody help you. And when we get out, we take the helmet off, and then usually what happens is somebody stands on top and pushes us down with his feet so that we can slide out slowly out of the suit. Because it gets you. Yeah, it's really tight in there. Getting out is almost harder than getting inside. So anyway, this is
How long
where
does
we
it
get
take?
ready, and then to get out,
Oh, both.
it can take up to 5 minutes.
Okay, wow.
Just to get out of the suit. And then this is the airlock. Right now it's stowage. So we have 2 extra spacesuits in there. We have some equipment for the next DDAs. And then what happens is that we close the hatch. We are stuck in there, and we depressurize it, and then we can go outside, and we are outside for 5, 6, 7 hours. Now I'm gonna go into node 3. Gonna make a roll out of it.
I think you have to be really careful when you walk through the space, through the station, because you know you can meet some cables or something else that you can broken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's easy to mess it up. I've been up here for 6 months this mission, another month now, so I have like a muscle memory of where stuff is.
Yeah.
The biggest problem would be where to put your feet. If your feet get hung up, then it can be a problem. So we're in node 3. Node 3 is interesting because it's our gym. So these on the side is our treadmill. So when we run, we actually horizontal. So right now, I'm facing the Earth. So somewhere down there in front of me is the Earth, and we run facing the Earth just because the treadmill is on the side. And the way we do it is that we wear one of these harnesses. We put this on. It distributes the weight between our shoulders and our waist, and then we connect it to these bungees so that we don't bounce about. And then it's just a normal treadmill we run, and that's how we do our running. And then we also have a lifting machine that is also horizontal. And so this is ARED, our lifting machine. The way it works is that we have a platform right here. So we stand on this platform, and then if you can see it, I have a bar. And this bar is connected to leverages to this huge vacuum cylinders, and then we can change the pivot point of these vacuum cylinders, and so we can have a resistance of up to 600 pounds. But before we show you the rest of the stuff, for the astronomer, let's see.
Juste incroyable.
Amazing.
Harmony. Can you guys guess?
The astronomer is in ecstasy.
He's having a seizure.
Having some kind
So
of
let me
seizure.
see if I can
Est-ce que je peux ouvrir la vitre?
Ah.
La poignée de caisse.
warm up because I think it's right over Cape Town. Yeah, right there.
Cape Town.
So let
Yeah.
me see if I can
Sono
give you
Oh,
You can see the way back.
yeah, right there.
Yeah.
C'est un truc de ouf. C'est quoi ça?
So
C'est
Yeah.
côté dans
Cape Town, and I think we're gonna fly close to Madagascar. No, we're flying away from Madagascar, but it's time me right. So that's kind of good to see.
You fly over Antarctica as well?
Third. No, we don't. We never spend time our we 51.6 degree.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So that's all. And our radius of visibility is about 6,000 kilometers. So we don't get that far now. We see New Zealand.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So that's the Earth. It's so bright. I think it's kind of washed out, unfortunately.
Yeah, for
I
our
don't know
cameras
if there
it's
is a
quite
way
white, but we
for me
do see
to,
something, yes.
is it- So the thin blue line that you see in the video, that's the atmosphere.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Ouais, de l'année sur une planche.
Do you ever get tired of
pretty
seeing this
thin.
view?
No.
Tired?
No,
Would you
but-
get tired?
No, absolutely not. Here it's quite the opposite. It's all just white
Right.
as far as you can see, just ice. But we get some very pretty sunsets and sunrises when we actually have those.
Oh wow! I met sunrises on that. You guys see any?
Losing
You
the
guys see any
connection.
land? Right now the sun. Oh, so right now I had the sun glint right over the tip of Africa.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you guys see me?
Yes.
Still see me?
Yes. Yes. Just for a moment there, the sound started breaking up, but it seems to be okay now.
Okay, that happens. Okay, so it wouldn't be a full tour if I didn't show you our toilet. So this is it. It looks just like a toilet.
Yeah.
So the way it works is that, if you see this tube, let's see, you see this
Yes.
tube with a funnel. So the tube with the funnel is where we pee. We turn it on. There is a fan. It creates a flow of air. We pee inside the funnel, and then the water gets collected and we recycle it. So about 10 days later, the coffee that I drank this morning becomes the coffee that I drink tomorrow. And the bucket instead, unfortunately, we have not found really a good way to use our solid waste. So instead, we collected it in those buckets. So we have a lot of those buckets, and we keep filling it week after week after week, and then we put it aside. And then when one of the spacecraft comes on board, we fill it up with all our trash, including our bucket of solid waste.
Very generous of you.
And burn it in, But hey, it's almost magic because look, you know that. Have you ever heard the fact that the unicorns make rainbows when they poop? So astronauts are almost magic because we make shooting stars out of when we burn it in the atmosphere, it makes a very bright shooting star. The next time you see a shooting star, you can still make your wish. It couldn't be my poop. And for sure, you will think about me every time you
Now I know why.
Are you saying that we are full of shit?
Something like that.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, so this is, so that was the American segment. And right behind me in that direction towards Drew is the Russian segment. But I'm not sure that the connection is gonna work really well. So I'm gonna try. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna fly back.
Okay.
But anyway, just to give you a little hint of how different the two segments are. So right now I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go into the rabbit hole here.
Oh.
And this is the adapter through which we go into the Russian segment.
Una camera.
Still there, still alive.
Yes.
So this section. But it's complicated.
Into the rabbit hole. So this is the oldest part of the space station. It's the oldest element. It flew over 20 years ago, and it's called the FGB.
Okay.
And it's as you can see, it's completely filled with stuff because it's just a storage element. There is no science going on in here. This is where my Russian crewmates take their showers and they clean up. So it's really narrow.
Right.
And then we keep flying in that direction.
The image is frozen, so maybe the connection isn't so good.
I think we do it a paper and but
Sì, ma secondo me quando è andato un po' così era quando ha cambiato il satellite.
Luca, t'as perdu?
Ma ora è perché...
Houston, we have a problem.
Okay, we're
Can you
back.
hear me?
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah. Right now there is a robot that's blocking the way. Oh, yes. Hold on.
Theodore?
Theodore, yeah.
Oh!
And I didn't show you. I forgot to show you the SM. So in the Russian, the biggest part of the Russian segment is right here.